Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shirtless Plantain Show, your weekend review edition. This is your host, Deen, and I am here with my brothers. What is going on, Tosin?
Good, man. Beautiful weekend in Brooklyn, Labor Day, so cannot complain. How are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you for asking. Coach, Bauni.
Yeah, I mean, I was only here like what an hour ago, so nothing changed. Still a good weekend, really.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, let's get into this shit, shouldn't we? I could ask you. Actually, before we get into it, Coach, who got the nicer shades between me and Tosin?
Tosin looks like a bug, and you look like a racist police officer. So, listeners and watchers, you guys take your pick. I couldn't tell you.
I obviously win. Obviously,
He called us a hard R. That's what he called us.
And that is a perfect segue to discuss the games that happened in Serie A this weekend. We start. I don't apologize for anything. We start in Lecce, where Dame Helen Mirren, classic ultra, was there to watch her beloved Lecce catch the L at home to Milan. Allegri's men got their first points of the new season thanks to goals from former Chelsea scumbags Ruben Instagram Cheeks, Modric with the nice assist, and second amendment Sancho. Two disallowed Milan goals as well. Tosin, what did you see in this one?
Milan are boring, but they create chances nonetheless. But yeah, I was not enthused with what I saw with Milan. This team needs, what's the word you're using in Europe? I'm trying to use, but they need holy water. That's what it is. They're not a fun team to watch. Allegri, we all know what Allegri is. He's very pragmatic. He doesn't really care about attacking, but they tried. The Mexican striker they have, I can see why they want him out. I can see why.
They just got him in January or whatever. That's crazy. Man,
Sometimes, listen, you got to cut your losses immediately. And yeah, it's
man.
time.
Now that this nigga is mad at Ruben Amorim, everybody got to get fired now. Coach, if you had a choice for your own celebrity ultra to match Dame Helen Mirren at Arsenal, because that's your team, who would it be? And do not say Osama bin Laden. That nigga's dead.
I'd probably say someone. Oh, that's a really good question. Someone that does oppose the killing of innocent children, I'd say. So, like her, the opposite of her, I'd say. I think that would be cool. So any decent human being.
Put the mic here. Here. Don't move it ever again. Yes, we can. Tosin, who you got for United? Who's the devil ultra that's a celebrity?
Oh man, that's easy. Trying to remember her name, Julia Roberts.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. That's awesome, man.
That was just an easy layup.
I know. But it makes Pep sad, so it makes me happy. So easy or hard, I'm happy with that layup. Good for Milan, 3 points to them. Over to the champions, Napoli, they Jose Cagliari, and Frank Zamboanguiza scored the winner in this one with 20 seconds left. They were not very convincing, guys, but they grabbed all 3 points. Coach, KDB played from the left in this one. He's also played as a false nine earlier in this season. I don't know that either one of those is the right move with Conte, but what do you think is going to happen with the KDB fit?
He created about 3 good chances this game. Wherever you put KDB on the pitch, he'll find a way to create something for you. You could stink it up, he'll still put some shit on the plate for you. And I think it's a matter of, as long as he's not upsetting the balance too much, you fit KDB in your team, they've got, the ball striking of McTominay, they've got the energy of Anguissa, they've got Højlund, who's had his best ever season in his life in Italy. KDB should be able to get a tune out of Højlund. I'm not too fussed about if he's gonna play false nine or if he's gonna play on the left. He'll make shit happen, man. Okay. They'll get 2 really good years out of KDB, I think, genuinely.
Tosin, do you think either one of those years will look like Christian Eriksen and Conte at Inter, like where he dropped them into the pivot?
It probably will. I mean, KDB is such a talented player. Like we know what KDB is, and I feel as he's getting a little bit longer in the tooth, he can go a little bit further back in the pitch and just really pull play. They could dictate play. That's what KDB does. We know KDB in his prime was just one of those players who get in the box. He was an ape in the care home, as someone once said. But now he's a little bit older. He can just use his passing range. So yeah, I think it'll work out for him.
Yeah, that's all I'm waiting for, Coach. Like that. I was hoping you go there immediately when I asked you the question. That I'm just waiting to see the deep playmaker arc from KDB. Actually, I want every good midfielder ever to have a deep playmaker arc. I
The
don't care
reason
how
why, the
good they are
reason why
near
I'm
the
not
goal.
sure, I'm not 100% sure it happens is just with the fact they've got like the likes of Lobotka there already. Like, why the hell would you waste KDB there anyway when you can do all that good shit closer to goal? So
Well, we'll see how it goes. I wish them the worst. Pizza hosted Roma, and Matias Soule and Evan Ferguson combined to sink the New Boys. And Gasperini's guys have 6 points now. Tosin, this Ferguson thing, I think it's working out.
Yeah. I mean, it's like anything in life. You go where you're celebrated, you go where it fits you the best, then clearly Roma is working for him. So we know he had an injury at Brighton, and he's always been talented. There was a point where you wanted him at Arsenal, so we know how talented he is. When Dean wants to play at Arsenal, trust me, go watch that player. When Dean's bragging about a player, say, I need him at Arsenal, go watch him. And Evan Ferguson was those players, and you're seeing it now at Roma. So there you go.
Yeah. Coach, is this just a matter of, obviously he's in the right environment as far as the club is concerned, but last week you talked about the league. Like, what is it about Italy that you think suits this player so well?
he's just bigger and stronger than everybody else.
You're an asshole.
So I think
You're an asshole.
so I think I think he's gonna really flourish there. And the fact he got the assist, I think, has he got 2 assists now? I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he set up the goal in the first game and this one as well. Nice layup to Soule.
Yeah, he's gonna. I think he's the moment he gets his first goal, it might be a thing like Harry Kane where he doesn't stop. And to be honest, his technical tools I think are quite underrated. To be honest, like he can do it all. I think maybe not as technically refined as Harry Kane, but that will come with age. But everything I've seen from his base game, just to me looks as if as long as he stays fit, he's going to score quite a few goals for whoever he settles down at, whether it's Roma or whether it's Dortmund in 2 years' time, whatever. Should I say in a year's time when they sell Guirassy to Newcastle for 80 million? I don't know. So yeah.
Oh man, Graham Potter not going to heaven, my nigga. Like you just not. He does not know how to coach a striker. Not a single fucking one of them. Not one.
By the way, Dean, Mitch played well in this game for.
Yes. Mitch was really good in goal. I think Mitch was a Serie A goalkeeper of the season last season as well. So he wasn't my personal choice. That was Carnesecchi from Atalanta, but I don't know as much as Fabio Capella and all the rest of the Sky Italia folks that did the voting for that. Our final game from Serie A this weekend comes from Bologna, where they hosted Como, who have also started pretty well, and lost. Bologna beat them 1-0. Riccardo Orsolini picked off where he left off last season. Came to the rescue by bagging the deciding goal. Tosin, did you get a chance to do the Nico Paz watch this weekend? And why did you do nothing? What happened? What happened to your boy?
Bologna just were outplaying him. That's really all it is. It happens. He's still young, and he's going to have these moments where he's up and down. But Orsolini had a really decent goal from outside the box. So Orsolini he pops up randomly, Orsolini will score like maybe 4 or 5 games in a row, and then you never hear from him again. And it's, Orsolini scored again after like 6 months. So, Orsolini's doing his thing.
When you're hot, you're hot. He keeps doing that celebration where he taps the camera lens, and I'm like, bro, trust me, Gattuso will pick you. You don't have to worry about that. Like, he's not some weird ideologue like Spalletti was. Like, you don't have to tap the camera. Trust me, he's going to call. Coach, would you mind helping us out with the standings since we're going into the international break?
Of course. So as it stands now, Napoli are on 6 points. Juventus also on 6 points. They both scored 3, not conceded any. Then Cremonese have also got 6 points. 2 wins from 2 after being promoted. Roma in 4th, also on 6 points. And Udinese are the only after them, nobody else has gone unbeaten, I don't believe. Yeah, it's only them. So they're on 4 points, and everybody else has either drawn or lost their opening games. Yeah.
You may notice that I did not mention the fact that Inter Milan lost to Udinese. That is not a result that I was aware of before we started recording, and it's not something that I'm spiritually equipped to deal with at the moment. So if one of you saw something, tell the police, but don't tell me the fuck about it, because I'll fuck you up. I'm not ready for this. It's too soon for this shit, Inter. What the fuck, man? Like, it's... How did
this game this week too, and you're losing to Udinese 2-1.
This is crazy. Oh my God. Anyway, there's still 6 in the table. It's early. I'll calm down. We move on to the Bundesliga, where we start in Hamburg. The first Hamburg derby in 14 years ended with a St. Pauli victory. A beautifully worked corner routine led to the first goal by Zwigala. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And Hotunji scored the second one at the hour mark after rounding the goalkeeper. We always like that around here. Tosin, you get a chance to see any of this?
I didn't really watch any of this. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, but I will say this: it's nice to have St. Pauli back in the Bundesliga.
Well, Hamburg especially.
Well, yes.
Yeah. We haven't had them in a while. Let's move on to Augsburg. They hosted Bayern Munich, and this was a fun game to watch. Harry Kane, one of the things I've always loved about him, despite hating him as a player because of who he represented, is just how complete a player he is. Like his cross for the first goal in this game, coach. You saw that?
All strikers know how to cross the ball well. That's the thing that people probably don't realize. It's a thing. It's been going on since Alan Shearer, Drogba, Henry, Kevin Phillips. All these guys can really know how to cross the ball. That's a thing. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen it enough. When Haaland does cross the ball, he normally puts it on the money as well. It's very rare. But strikers just know where they know where the ball should be, and they know how to put it there. It's just a thing, you know. If we're really going to get technical with it, go on.
We'll argue about this in like a month. I got to do some research.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm talking centre forwards. I'm not talking those fake wide forwards. I'm talking actual centre forwards that find themselves out wide in settled play and just put the ball in the box. It's always on the money. Always. So yeah.
Great cross. Greg Gnabry header on that one.
Honestly, it was Harry Kane is just wonderful at that sort of thing. His playmaking is probably now more recognised than it was before, but it's always been great. It's always been pronounced. He's always made the right decisions. And if I really want to go back, I think maybe 2017 season, I saw him switch the ball with his left foot, a good 60 yards with his left foot, switch of play. I was like, yeah, you've got it, man. See you later, man. Nah, he's always had it.
Yeah, he didn't actually score in this game, which always feels weird to talk about Bayern doing well and him not scoring, but I guess they're that good. Luis Diaz scored his third goal of the season from 4 shots before Michael Olise calmly finished a 1v1 for a 3-0 lead. Augsburg essentially got 2 consolation goals because once they got that second goal with about 15 minutes left, they didn't see another shot on goal. Bayern just shut it down. There was a bad injury to a fella named Fella, I think. And I think it came in a tackle with Sasha Bowie. He did apologize after the game, which we always like to see. But there was a bit of a beef before that because he didn't realize how bad the injury was while he was playing. You know, and I guess he didn't apologize on the spot. And, you know, press conference got a little heated, but he did the social media thing after the game, and we appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Let's, Coach, before we move on, I want to ask you, this game, you know, I described those 2 goals that Augsburg scored as consolation goals. But do you think it's one of those situations where I guess most teams aren't as good without the same level of intensity, but Bayern are not maybe as good as they think they are if they think they can just switch off at 3-0.
Yeah, I think this Bayern side is probably the weakest it's been. A Bayern side has been in a little bit, I want to say. Like, they still got, don't get me wrong, they still got some really good players, some really good attackers, some really good midfielders as well, but usually a Bayern side is stacked front to back. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tosin. Like, usually they're stacked front to back, but I look at, I'm able to pick holes in every part of their pitch and I think,
Let me tell you something.
Go on.
Nicholas Jackson got recalled from loan by Chelsea from Bayern Munich. Okay, that sums them up.
Yeah, exactly. When Bayern Munich usually have like 3 top end attackers, absolute top end attackers, and I think Harry Kane's really the only one. And then Musiala, while he's plays in those attacking zones, I still count him as a midfielder. So it's Harry Kane on his own up top, and then it's Musiala in midfield. Don't get me actually not. Elise is there as well. Actually, let me be fair. Elise is there as well, so they're not that far off.
But we're talking about 9. Like, I feel like Bayern they've always had at least one really good 9, one serviceable 9. And I think they really wanted to keep that tradition going when they bid for Woltemade, who ended up at Newcastle. But that didn't happen. And now they were struggling for Jackson. Tosin mentioned that didn't work out. Yeah. So, they might have a bit of an issue. I think they'll probably come back for Jackson in January, probably, something like that. You know, because this is unusual. They usually have like
So Jackson actually had to go back to Chelsea because him and his agent were talking tough, talking about, this plane doesn't go backwards. And Chelsea were like, Yeah, well, it
Yeah,
does actually.
no, but the lawyers do.
Yeah,
The coolest thing in this Bayern Munich game was when I saw Company talking to the referee, and they showed his back, and he's wearing this Y3 t-shirt. And I was like, this nigga just wear anything he wants at this point.
He raiding the whole merch, the whole Y3 merch store. He raiding all that. That's all he wears anymore. Y3.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Werder Bremen 3, Leverkusen 3. Tosin, I know that the fact that Eric Ten Hag is at Leverkusen at the time of recording, because we've heard that they might be looking to fire him already. That turned Leverkusen into an instant hate watch for you, didn't it?
Yes. I don't really need anything other than this to get me excited. You know, I watch this and this gets me ready to start my day. I'm like, yes. How is he gonna fail today? They were up 3-1 and they end up tying 3-3 against a team that had 10 men. And it makes me so happy whenever he fails. Because whenever you go, wherever you go in this life, I'm gonna watch you. If you become a real estate agent and you don't sell a house, I'm watching you, my nigga. You sell a car and you don't sell it right, I'm watching you, my nigga. I'm watching you, Eric Ten Hag. Wherever you are in this world, I'm watching you.
Coach, how do you think this nigga would treat Eric Ten Hag if the guy didn't actually win him some trophies? I don't understand this hate.
that's what I really want to know. I thought trophies were the be all and end all, guys. That was my understanding, but I guess not.
And we'll get to United fans too, but trophy talk is all a bunch of just lying to yourself, okay? Because guess who was won the Champions League? Roberto Di Matteo. Where is he today? He's cooking the pasta somewhere. No one cares, okay?
Oh man, as Tosin mentioned, there was a Patrick Schick brace in this game. Malik Tillman got his first goal for Leverkusen. He's supposed to be the main part of replacing Florian Wirtz by aggregate. That's Malik Tillman. You know, so good to see him get off to a good start. Mbangula from Juventus looked like Werder Bremen's best player, but I want to give a specific shout out to Isaac Schmidt, who cut the lead in half, one of those consolation goals. And well, not a consolation goal in this game. He cut the lead in half because it was 3-1 at one point, then it came 3-2. And it was his debut for the club. So to score in a comeback, you know, score the goal that led to the comeback, because the actual glory went to Karim Koulibaly, a young defender in the team. He scored the equalizer, so he's going to get most of the plaudits. But shout out to Isaac Schmidt as well. Tosin, our boys, Dortmund, the most unserious, actually got real serious this weekend. They whooped Union Berlin 3-0. What'd you see?
So if you, as a young kid, want to become an actual, like, in-the-box striker, like, actually just forget scoring from outside the box, you just want to have goals inside, watch Ciro Guirassy. That's literally the only person you should watch. Just watch Guirassy in the box. Because I watched him score twice. It's like, this guy does everything you want as a striker in the box. And then there's a really good goal from Mecha at the end. Had a really good strike. It came, I think it was a cross, and then he just followed in with a really good finish. And celebration was pretty cool. But yeah, Dortmund got their first win of the season. They stopped being unserious. So good for Dortmund.
Yay! Coach, standings, please.
So Bayern Munich. Oh, this is boring, man. Let me start from fifth place. It's a bit more exciting there. Whew. I thought that was me for. It wasn't me this time. St. Pauli 4 points in fifth. Dortmund in fourth with 4 points. Cologne in third with 6 points. Eintracht Frankfurt also with 6 points in second. We all know who's first. Who gives a damn?
Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah. All right. Let's move over to La Liga, you know, like where they cook out the paella. I'm going to dinner tonight to a Spanish restaurant. You know, I'll send you guys Instagram photos and some shit.
Do you reckon Emery's gonna be his waiter, Tosin? Or maybe Cazorla.
Marco Bizot. Marco Bizot. Marco Bizot.
It's the only time I got.
We start at Rayo Vallecano. They hosted Barcelona, and Barcelona were lucky to escape the Vallecas with a point in this game, because after Fran Perez's goal canceled out Lamin's first half penalty, Joan Garcia got to work. Like, Rayo were working this motherfucker, man, and he ended up the official man of the match. Tosin, did you watch this one?
I did. Barcelona, this has been coming. Okay, if you watched them in the first opening games of La Liga, they look drunk. Is that the word I want to use? They look punch drunk. Okay, they look like they're talented going forward, but going backwards is like, hey man, there's some silly stuff they're doing. Like the game that they were losing 2-0 last week, they should have lost that game, but because they just have that much more firepower than the other team, they won. But today it showed like, hey, they got some stuff to work on. I need Rashford to be a little bit more expressive. I feel like he's a little bit timid in this side. I was like, Marcus, your time is running up, buddy. You got to figure this out. immediately. Lamine Yamal, obviously Lamine Yamal, but Barcelona look like they're missing something. I don't know what it is,
Coach,
but they're missing something.
Go
Coach,
on.
do you think what they're missing is Inigo Martinez? He went to Saudi. He was one kind of controlling that high line for them.
Yeah.
I'm sure they can figure it out, but it's gonna take time, right?
Yeah, and I just think there's the high line, after a season of doing it and winning stuff shit with it, with all the data in the world, with all the scouting and stuff, teams will just soon enough just start finding ways to just, you know, make them look stupid, basically. Um, it's gonna come. We spoke about the great correction last year, and it did come, and then they still managed to just plug away and win the league. But this year, I don't think you can get away 2 years playing in that exact same manner. Now, don't get me wrong. There's obviously been tweaks, but I genuinely think it's such an extreme way of playing that sorry, someone's finger is going crazy. Like, could you mute Tosin potentially? There we go. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think there's probably too many sort of gaps in that style of play for them to successfully do it for another year. Um, yeah, even with Rashford, potentially taking their firepower up, kind of thing. It's just the risk for me is way too much. It generally, there's a lot of good teams in the Liga that will punish that. Someone like Villarreal, who's never going to win the league, but you've got a couple of Villarreals in the Liga. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Um, yeah, Barcelona have not won at this stadium in 4 of the last 5 seasons. So, just in general, this was always going to be a tough game for them. But they looked terrible. I only caught the last, I want to say, half hour of this one, and I mean, I thought the hate watch was going to be successful. It was not. But the fullback that was up against Yamal, he was cooking, man. He was cooking. He was doing all that shit to the crowd. He was locking that boy up. So shout out to him. I don't know your name though. We move over to Madrid, where Madrid hosted Mallorca, and the game started with Verdad Murici knotting one in from a corner around 20 minutes. Madrid then proceeded to actually step it up, play well, and they scored a bunch of disallowed goals. Tosin, which one of the disallowed goals was your favorite?
The Trent assist, obviously.
What you mean obvious? I don't know your life like that, bro. We don't even wear the same shades, nigga.
It was the best one. Like the pass on Trent was just amazing. The finish was great, but the referee said no. We ain't letting you have no fun.
That was a really difficult finish to more because the ball was bouncing high when he took it. Like that was a really, really good finish.
Was that Mbappe?
Yeah.
It was.
It was Mbappe, yeah. But thankfully for Real Madrid, despite the 3 disallowed goals, they got goals that counted from Arda Güler and Vinny, who seemed very angry, but he does that sometimes. He just gets angry for
He's always angry about something. Let's be honest, right?
I want to talk about this Arda Güler thing. Xabi Alonso, it seems like even before he got there, he identified that this guy's going to be one of my guys. Him and Franco Mastantuono. And he's basically giving this dude the keys. He's playing him through the middle of the field as sort of like a deep line playmaker of sorts. I personally did not see that coming, given the ball striking that this kid has and all that. But Tosin, are you liking this experiment as much as I am so far?
I love it. And I tweeted this the other day. It's really nice to see Xavi come in and immediately adapt. We saw in the summer, like whatever, the one that Chelsea thinks they're world champions, whatever. Fucking idiots. Anyways, we saw he try to play a 3-5-2 in the summer series where he had Tchouaméni as like the central center back, right? That's what he had. But then eventually he was just like, I'm going back to 4-3-3. I'm gonna get the best out of these players. And I really love what he's done with Güler as the playmaker, sort of like the deep line playmaker, because you get to see a lot more of the expensive passes, and you get to see that this coach actually just buying into the players he has. He doesn't not gonna fit them into his rigid system. It's like, you do this well, I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna platform you guys in the best places. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Good shit. Coach, I saw some clips online today showing Mbappe getting ready to press, like on the edge of that Dembele clip where he's like just like licking his lips, and we saw like Mbappe doing a version of that. Do we think Xabi Alonso has actually gotten through to the Ninja Turtle? Has he cracked the shell?
I genuinely think we'll have to wait and see. If he presses like that against bottom of the table, like real bottom of the table opposition, then yeah, I'd be ready to admit, because it's easy for him to do it. Like against, who did they play against? Sorry, it was
Mallorca.
Mallorca, yeah. Like, yeah. To be fair, Mallorca are 18th. I stand corrected. Yeah, I think I'm ready. I think he's ready, sir.
Yeah.
I
All
think he's ready.
right. All right. I like this. I like this. I humbly await him disappointing us by November.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I think the first Classico, he's gonna do it in first Classico. He can't be upstaged by Dembele. He knows the whole world's gonna be watching the Classico. He doesn't know that obviously people will be watching Mallorca, but not the whole world will be watching a Mallorca game. But I do feel that a part of his ego is like, yeah, I have to show the world that, Dembele might get the Ballon d'Or this year, but I'm getting it next year, basically. And yeah, I think Alonso's got through to him to a certain degree, basically. Let's see how it goes in the Champions League.
Okay. Okay. Alaves hosted Atletico Madrid, and Giuliano, the coach's son, scored the opener in this one, but almost instantly Alaves pegged them back via a really cheap and soft penalty given away by Sorloth. Carlos Vincente converted. Tosin, did you see anything in this one besides I don't think it's going to be their year?
I think this is probably the worst Atletico Madrid side he's had in a long time.
Who are we blaming for this? Him or the people who bought him players? Because a lot of these players don't look like Simeone players.
Yeah, I think the people that bought the players. I think when I look at this squad, I knew that they were in trouble when they kept trying to sign Conor Gallagher. This is no offense to Conor Gallagher, but why are you bringing Conor Gallagher to Spain? But again, has nothing to do with me. It's way above my pay grade. I'm just saying that this is the worst Atletico Madrid side I've seen in a long time. And yeah.
Intensidad. Girona 0, Sevilla 2. Last season, I would not have expected this result. The season before, I would not have expected this result. Coach, are Sevilla figuring something out?
I mean, they're still shit, but I mean, like, yeah, I mean, they've been so underwhelming for so long, but I think there's scope now for them to potentially start moving. Um,
It's been a while. Like they're
yeah,
overdue at this point. One of their new signings, Alphon Gonzalez, on his debut, scored the first goal, and Isaac Romero, who's been pretty sparky there for even through the bad times, scored the second goal. But their goalkeeper definitely had to be strong after they went 2-0 up because they kind of fell back a bit, but they got through it. Do we think they can do more than just avoid relegation this season?
Just stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to. Okay.
Baby steps, he says.
I don't know. They obviously probably won't win any trophies, but maybe they can aim for a top half finish. Why not? Nah,
Yeah, well,
yeah,
why not? It is August.
yeah.
All right, that's enough of La Liga. Coach, standings, please.
Real Madrid 3 from 3, 9 points in first. Bilbao also 3 from 3. They're the only 2 3 from 3 clubs in La Liga actually. And then Villarreal carried on from last season. 7 points. Barcelona also on 7 points. Espanyol also on 7 points. And that is the top 5.
All
By the way,
right.
your boy scored this weekend, fellas. Nico Pepe.
Yeah, I saw the goal. It was a really good goal. It was a really, really good goal actually. Yeah, yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's move over to League 1, where Lens hosted Brest. Oh man, there's a total recall joke in here, and I'm missing it. Fuck. Anyway, Brest took the early lead, and then they got pummeled for the rest of the game. Their goalkeeper, Radoslaw Radecki, Polish cat, he was incredible in that first half. Then the second half started, and he did the dumbest shit ever. Just, I mean, can you even call it? It's not even a dog show. It was just, you didn't need to be there, bro. You didn't need to leave your box. There was no real danger in that situation. You just wanted to murder a black man, and it cost you the game, because shit went bad after that. What's that?
I didn't know Liam Neeson played in France.
Well, here's a secret, Tosin. He doesn't play. That motherfucker kills niggas. Florian Thauvin, back in Ligue 1, converted the penalty that resulted from that, and it was just one-way traffic all the way through the end of the game, and it was 3-1 by the end. Lorient hosted Lille and lost not 2-1, not 3-1, not 4-1, but 7-1. 7-1. Coach, question for you. How many goals were scored in the first half of this game?
1.
8-goal thriller.
1.
0. No goals scored in the first half of this game. 44 seconds in the second half, Romain Perrault dashed from left back, opened the scoring. Lil scored another one. Felix Correa was playing really well. He's new. I haven't done the research into him yet, but he had 2 nice assists. Lorient pulled one back after a penalty resulted in a goal mouth scramble that Tosin's namesake, Tosin Ayegun, scored. He pounced on to pull one back for Lorient. It was 2-1. Then there were 15 minutes left in the game, Tosin, and I know you saw this shit, right?
Yeah, just out of here. Guess what? We're gonna turn up real quick. And they got 5 goals in 15 minutes.
Like, can you at least? I mean, like, it's not bass, it's bass boost. Like, Teba shake bass, Jakon shake boost. They didn't let them do any boosts, and it was bad, man. Like,
Yeah.
It's really sad when you see a team of professionals just collapse, like, because that's what happened there. Like, you concede 5 goals in 15 minutes, and you basically down tools at that point, you know.
And the thing is, like, nigga, you know we can see you, right?
Well, can we? It is Ligue 1. Their TV deal is shaky, you know. So,
What is the current deal? Have they rehashed it now? Because I heard that apparently, if whoever wins Ligue 1 this year gets like less money than like ever before. Like they get like about something stupid like 6 million euros.
It's on Tubi.
They don't even have that in England.
No.
I think my understanding is that it's still like beIN Sports still gets to show like a game of the week type theme, and they still get rights to put the footage on YouTube, I believe. But Ligue 1 is actually doing their own subscription. Like they're doing their own subscription. I think it's like €10 a month, and if you sign up for that, you get to watch every game each weekend, except for the game that beIN has. So I think that's what they're doing. I hope it works out for them because it's a fantastic league. There's a reason why we cover it. We love it. We enjoy it. But the business shit isn't really our business. And on we go. Toulouse 3. Toulouse scored 3 goals, guys. You'd expect them to win that game, right? Well, not when they're playing PSG because PSG scored 6. These motherfuckers saw the last game, which was played right before their game, and they were like, all right, bet. We gonna turn up. Joao Neves. Not 1 overhead kick, but 2 overhead kicks in 1 half. Then he scored a hat trick. Maybe... Coach, did you see these goals?
Yeah, I saw the goals.
Is this the best hat trick you've ever seen?
I mean, it's up there. I can't recall every hat trick I've seen, but in recent times, I can't recall a hat trick with that many high quality goals. Which I can't tell you. I can't tell you which overhead kick was better. I don't think I'll see a better long range strike for a while. Basically, like everything about the hat trick was just of the highest quality. It's just strange that Neves will probably never score a hat trick again in his life, by the way. But it's just strange that it's come from a player like that who's not renowned for even being a competent finisher. It's everything else that he's good at, you know. So that's what makes it really, really impressive.
Maybe shit is about to change. Tosin Chevalier, he's heard us talking shit about him. We know he's better than Donnarumma for what the manager wants, but he made 2 penalty saves from 2 different kickers in this game. Like this he's the business, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why I won Ligue 1 goalkeeper last year.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy's talented. And if it wasn't for Magic Mike, he'd probably be the starting goalkeeper for France.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, I'm not going to ask Coach because I know what he's going to say, but how magical is Mike exactly? I've never quite rated him as much as his reputation suggests.
he's good.
Same.
Yeah. He's good. But again, like I come from this place and I know I don't want to do this. But I don't like goalkeepers with certain hue inside of my goal, personally. I just don't like my keeper to be black.
This is so irresponsible on this podcast. Like Peter Rufai didn't die for us to be behaving like this, guys.
Rest
like,
his soul.
Fucking fix up, guys. Come on.
I'll just be real. I think Mike Magnon's a good goalkeeper. Genuinely, he's a good goalkeeper, but
magical? No.
He's definitely not. To me, he's
the
not.
only
magical.
reason why they call him Magic Mike is because everybody loves that movie, and they got
Everybody.
People like that movie.
I'm a lava splash that one.
Yeah, man, because I've never seen it in my life.
Neither.
The fuck is, but everybody loves it. Everyone loves it.
No, everybody loves Raymond. Okay,
Yeah,
everyone loves that. Not this shit.
Allegedly.
2 goals in a minute to end the game for Toulouse. Didn't really matter, but they do have this Norwegian winger named Danum. He's already 27, so I'm not gonna say you should keep an eye out for him. But I know they lost the game 6-3, but he was cooking niggas in this game, man. He was. I mean, he looked like Lamine Yamal out there. He was cooking niggas, So, we'll leave that here. We'll come back and talk about him in the future, but keep an eye out for that guy, Danum, Norwegian cat. Monaco 3, Strasbourg 2. This was probably the game of the weekend, if you ignore all the crazy goals and all the other games. Tosin, you nodded your head mad aggressive, so I'm going to let you take this one.
I really love Lamine Kamara, by the way. That's just all I have to say. He got subbed off, obviously, but I love his game a lot. Flying Balogun finally got a goal. Akliouche got a goal, but he's leaving. He's transferring.
Where's he going?
He's definitely going PSG.
No, he's not going to PSG. I think he's going to Germany, if I remember correctly. I think he's going to Frankfurt, if I can remember.
Yeah, I like that. I like Frankfurt. I like Frankfurt for him.
I think that's where he's going. Let me double check. Yeah, it looks like he's going to Frankfurt. Yeah.
I don't even feel like they need him though. They have Chan Uzu in there, and he just started cooking, and he's definitely going to be good. Him and Gouler for Turkey, man. I think another golden age is coming for them cats. But back to you, Tosin.
Also, Akliouche got his first call up to France, by the way.
That's a good look. That's a good look.
And so did Hugo Ekitike.
I saw that and I was like, but what about Ekitike?
He did. Ekitike got called up.
What, later on? Because I looked at the squad, I was looking for it,
Shirky's out for 2 months, so they called him up to replace Shirky.
Okay, I would say that. So the initial squad, Ekitike didn't get called up. That's what I saw. Yeah. Okay.
Damn. Good. That's crazy, man. I thought Cameroon would call him up. That would have been nice.
It was Ben Seguir that's going to Leverkusen. We're not sure where Akliouche is going. Sorry. They're two light-skinned niggas. My fault.
Oh, man. See, I ain't giving you nothing to take charge of no more. See what you did when I let you take charge of something? Motherfucker. All right. Takumi Minamino scored the winner in this one in the 6 minutes added time. As Tosin mentioned, Balogun scored one of the goals to put Monaco 2 up. But Strasbourg came from behind to tie it at 2 thanks to Valentin Barco. Blue Coast Valentin Barco. He was at Brighton, then they sent him to Strasbourg, and I don't even know who has his rights anymore, but he was hooping today. Akliouche, as you mentioned, crossed to the far post for that goal that Minamino scored, and it was 3-2 to Monaco. I don't think they deserved it because they have the veterans and they should not be getting pegged back by a bunch of fucking teenagers. But that's neither here nor there. We'll be back to talk about Liam Senior again this season, I'm sure. Paris FC 3, Metz 2. These are two recently promoted teams. Ilan Kebal and Moses Simon bagged the goals in this one. Their first Ligue 1 win ever against fellow promoted side Metz. Love that.
I saw two things in this game that pissed me off. The first thing was the way Metz started the game. I don't know when we started deciding from kickoff to just start booting the ball out of bounds.
The current European champions did it a bunch.
Yeah.
Arsenal did it today.
Yeah, I saw that, and then Moses Simon had a goal and an assist today. So, and you can tell by the way,
he's like that.
You can tell Moses Simon's locks fucked his hairline up because now it looks like he's gonna be a dictator in Nigeria in the next 10 years. So,
well, I mean, isn't that everyone's goal to be a dictator in Nigeria? Like, what's the point in being Nigerian if you don't aspire to rule the country with an iron fist and make your people suffer? Come on now. Lyon hosted Marseille. They'd lost 5 of the last 6 times they faced Marseille. But pretty quickly in this game, it looked really bad. Angel Gomez got into a 50-50 tackle and his knee buckled. It did not look good for him. Between that forced substitution and Malik Fofana terrorizing Egan Riley, I didn't even know he moved to Marseille. Like that's just such a random transfer whenever it happened. But Malik Fofana was on fire in this game, and they were cooking Marseille, but they couldn't convert anything. What they did convert was offside. And eventually, Egan Riley had to foul Fofana for a dog so, and it was a red card. But even with that, they still couldn't score until the 88th minute, and it took a goal-mouth scramble. And Bellardi, isn't that a guy that coach likes a lot, or do you hate him? What is it that you hate about Leonardo Bellardi? Or am I thinking of someone else? Wasn't he at PSG for a bit, guys?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with this guy, but if you want me to...
Which one's the one at PSG? The tiny Brazilian defender at PSG?
Oh, Beraldo.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, he sucks after. He sucks. No, I do have a problem with that guy.
All right. Well, this one scored an own goal, and it's not that guy, so you can save the rant for the next PSG. It's time you cover. But yeah, Lyon got the win in this one. Marseille, Tosin, I'm not really sure they're going to have a great season. I'm not liking the inconsistency I'm seeing.
The next time, have bigger balls.
All right, Coach. Standings, please.
Lens in 5th with 6 points. Monaco 4 points in 4th. sorry, 6 points, sorry, as well. Lille in third place with 7 points. Lyon in second with 9 points. Do I have to read out who's in first, guys? Do you?
Yeah.
Well, can we do the goal difference for the top three?
Yeah, okay, so
Don't tell us
PS
who. Don't tell us who. Don't tell us
okay.
who.
So you
Mix it
got
up.
five. So you got five. So from first you got five, then seven, then two, basically. In second place though, they haven't conceded any goals and they scored 5 goals.
Shout out Leon. Shout out Leon. We love that. We love that.
Mm.
All right, guys. You ready for the Super League?
Yeah.
All right. Let's stretch. Let's get ready for this shit. Over to the Premier League, where the first game of this round of fixtures was Chelsea against Fulham. Isn't this like a West London derby or what is it?
It
It
is.
is the West London derby, Southwest London derby, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Brother.
Excuse me.
The stadiums are close, right, Coach?
Fulham and Chelsea are not that far from each other now, yeah. As in,
Right.
even geographically, they're not that far. So
Fair enough. Very posh teams, if you will. Except one had a car park right behind their goalposts not that long ago. But
and
we're
a
not gonna
bunch
get
of and a bunch of Trump memorabilia literally selling this weekend for some reason. But it's Chelsea, so it's par for course. Any sort of racist dictator is going to always, track well with their sort of, fan base. So yeah,
They're Millwall with Gucci belts.
yeah, I see it.
I got to be honest, guys. Those belts are a little more expensive than Gucci, but on we go. This game was essentially decided by a series of idiotic fuck-ups by VAR. The issue, let us repeat for the umpteenth time, is not the technology. It is not VAR. It is the fucking morons deploying the technology. Coach Josh King was supposed to have a wonderful moment, a debut goal as a teenager for the club of his childhood that he's gone through the youth academy. But it got called back, even though the on-field referee saw the whole build-up to the goal and thought nothing of the incident that the VAR called him to come take a look at. It got called back because someone doesn't know what a pirouette is.
Not only just that, you've got idiots protecting idiots. Like, had they just left him with the on-field decision, would have been fine. But the fact that they've asked him to look at the screen, now the idiot that was on the field has to make sure that his idiot friend doesn't look stupid by making an idiotic decision. So basically, anytime someone gets called over to VAR, pretty much they're not going to stick to the on-field decision. That's what I feel like is happening now. Because if you don't stick to it, then you've made your VAR look like a clown, basically. So they're always going to protect each other, and that's the issue there.
It's like at a bare minimum, can we have a different group of people doing the VAR? Like, why do these people need to be? Why do they have to know each other? Why do they have to be from the same organization?
Yeah.
Like VAR is a very technical job. It's people moving lines on the camera and let it be some fucking nerds. Like, we don't have to know who the fuck these niggas are. Like, I don't need to know that Michael Salisbury was a VAR that got taken off the game for Arsenal Liverpool because he fucked up the Chelsea foot. I don't need to know this nigga's name. Like, these referees are too famous. Like, what the fuck are we doing, guys? Like, what is this? And on the second goal, Tosin, like, I felt like Chelsea got all the breaks on that one, man. They got all the breaks.
They do. I mean, I just feel like this is just back-to-back weeks of Chelsea getting away with murder with VAR. I'm not saying stuff. I'm just saying that I recognize real lies, and my third eye's open. That's all I gotta say.
All right, let's move over to Manchester United 3, Burnley 2.
Sorry, before we do that, can we just genuinely ask, guys, where the hell did the 3 billion go? Like, with
what
Chelsea?
The Abramovich money?
No, this money that they've spent on this squad, does this look, genuinely speaking, guys, does this look like a team with £3 billion worth of talent, basically?
Listen, when Enzo slotted away that illy gotten penalty, I thought to myself, that's a $300 million midfielder right there.
Okay. I'm just squinting hard and I'm looking for the receipts. I'm like, yeah, there's...
Hey, Coach, when I was younger, my dad was never the pocket watch, except for Chelsea. So continue.
Yeah. So no, I'm just being genuinely serious, guys. If your club spent that amount of money and that was a squad that they gave you, how, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucking pissed off would you be? Seriously.
Well, we're about to talk about Man United next. So
But it's nowhere near as bad. Let's be honest, it's nowhere near as bad, guys.
What's so bad about it? We're the world champions if we're Chelsea. Like, I don't. What are you complaining about, Coach? Why are you backing someone else's beef? Kilo Kwan.
I'm just saying. Does anybody expect Chelsea to win the league?
Cole Palmer, shut up, go away.
I'm just saying. Let's actually start the conversation at least. I think.
Hey,
You
listen,
spend that
Chelsea
amount of
fans,
money.
Chelsea
Go
fans
on.
in the league. I've met some of them in person in the wild, and they've told me they got a lot of confidence from that summer event. Like they really feel like they're about to do some shit. So let's watch and see. I personally don't see it for them because, as you point out, their squad is horribly imbalanced. They look terrible against Fulham. If the refs didn't decide to do them all the favors,
How many
they'd have
good
6 points
players do
left.
they have? Genuinely, how many good players do they have? They haven't got a good defender between them. Haven't got a good goalkeeper in midfield. Between Enzo and Caicedo, you've got one good midfielder, and that's a combination of both of them basically. Cole Palmer, I'll give you, good player, cool.
They
And
have
then,
Xavi Simons.
pardon, sir?
I like Yao Pedro.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been
Yao
good.
Pedro. So you spend 3 billion, and Yao Pedro is now your starting striker. Oh, yeah, we can move on now. I've made my point.
All right. Hating ass point. Man United 3, Burnley 2. If you haven't listened to it already, Tosin got busy with Brent, is it? Like,
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
what? Oh, my bad. Sorry. They
Yeah.
got busy on the pod.
That was mad.
But yeah, they were there probably like bitching and moaning about fucking United not being good. And
No, we didn't actually.
what did you guys talk about? Because I only listened to half of it so far. I've been very busy.
We said May United is a bad bitch that doesn't want to get choked. Like she doesn't ever leave the house without just leaves with an ID. That's what she is. She's literally just in everybody's section. That's what May United is.
Well, so if you're trying to fuck with some bad bitches that be hanging out in sections and shit, go listen to Brent and Tosin on the United edition. We'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. On we go. Bournemouth 1, Tottenham 0. Evan Nilsson made a complete fucking fool of Christian Romero in this game, and I quite enjoyed it. But, coach, I was very confused to see a Thomas Frank coach team look this fucking pathetic. Bournemouth should have won by 7, it felt like.
Yeah, I think Ariolo did a job on Frank yesterday. I think Frank probably was a bit overconfident, not only with his selection but also with the tactics. Like Bournemouth are, in my mind, probably top 4, top 3 coach teams in the league, and they make do with what they've got. So Tottenham trying to do Billy Big Bollocks, you're gonna get slapped basically tactically from a tactical perspective. Maybe they don't have the real top end quality to consistently punish you, but they've got Evan Nelson, they've got Semenyo, obviously. They've got Tavernier as well. Like, so there's players there that can hurt you, but genuinely, I was confused as well. This didn't look like a Thomas Frank team, and it looked like he was trying to essentially play a style that they haven't quite adjusted to, while playing against a team that knows exactly what they're doing and has known what they're doing for the last 2 years.
Which is crazy, coach, because they basically replaced their entire defense.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But when you're well coached and you've got your principles there, you're going to look a lot better than someone that's been there for 6 months. That's just the case. So
that's fair. Well said, coach. Tosin, you saw that tackle. That's a manual tackle that should have been probably a second yellow. Should it have been a second yellow, you think?
It's Tottenham, no, but yeah, it should have been.
You should not, Tosin. You should not hate on Tottenham for like at least a year after that Europa League final. It makes you look too petty, man. It makes you look too petty.
Yeah, no. I'm just being silly. No, I should have been a yellow for sure. Yeah.
But man, someone should have rescued Semenyo, man. I don't care that they quoted 70 for him, man. Someone should have picked him up. That guy is a baller.
What I'm saying is this: if and when we fight Ruben Amorim about to get wingers, please go get that guy. He's insane.
Man, see, this is why you motherfuckers cannot progress. You focusing on the wrong shit. Talk about go and get Baleba first. Sort that shit out, okay? Calm down with this striker shit. The ones you have aren't even working yet.
Listen, I don't even want Baleba. I just feel like the 100 million is egregious. I think like now I'm sitting in the back. I'm just like, yo, just go to League On and go get somebody else. 100 million is egregious. But listen, we can move on. We can move on to Wolves and Everton.
Coach, Jack is back, isn't he? He's looking spry.
Yeah, I'm pleased for him, man. I'm pleased for him. And
are you? You don't sound like it.
No, seriously, I am. I do think he obviously benefits from, just the obvious racism in the British media kind of thing. No, let's call it what it is. Like, he does benefit from it, but Jack himself hasn't, I don't think, has ever in a way sort of leaned into it the way certain other players like John Terry might have. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, this is sort of the level I think Jack kind of looks the best at, where he's essentially the team system. He is the system where we just give the ball to you and you make shit shake because you're Jack Grealish basically. But what's really pleasing with that is he's kind of already adapted to the other really good player there, which is in Jai as well, yeah. And Njai is getting on the end of things, which is again even more impressive because a player like that shouldn't be making back post sort of runs to pick up scraps, but he is, because that's where statistically you get a lot of your goals from. It's something that I've wanted Saka to do, that Saka started doing before he kept on picking up fucking injuries, but that's where you pick up a lot of your goals. We spoke about a few weeks ago about Perez scoring a bunch of tap-ins at the back post. Njai is gonna fly if he keeps on this trajectory, because he's got all the playmaking chops already, all the dribbling chops already. So yeah, the end product part, which is the hardest part for a lot of players, he seems to be getting down. So yeah, Jack being the catalyst for this is a good thing for sure.
Coach Deen, I noticed something about Everton this weekend.
Go on.
They got more low socks per capita than any other team in the world. Like between Dewsbury Hall, Jack Grealish, India, everybody on that team has got low socks. It's incredible to see. I've never seen such in my 50 years of living. It's incredible.
Great observation. David Moyes said that Grealish is actually better than he thought he was, from a distance. Now that he's actually coached him, like he feels like it's just a mental thing with him. And the minute he decided that, oh, okay, I'm back, I'm going to do the things I enjoy doing here, it was a go. So it's nice to see, because a good player is a good player, regardless of who he plays for, how dumb he is, or how racist the British media is. Sunderland 2, Brentford 1. Anthony Taylor was reffing in this one. He was super serious about that whole no holding or no obstructions at set pieces thing, because he gave each team a penalty based on that bullshit. Both soft to me, but whatever. Kevin Schade missed Brentford's, while Enzo Lefebvre, who had a tremendous game, scored Sunderland's. His happened to be... good Lord, these notes are too long. Where I'll conclude is that Granit Xhaka placed a really beautiful cross on Wilson Isidore's head for the winner in the 6th minute of added time in this game. Tosin, Sunderland have now won their 2 opening home games for the first time since 2001-2. Are we still confident that they'll stay up?
I told you they're going to finish in the top half. What do you mean confident?
I mean, confident means are you let me confidence.
I have it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I do. And I told you they're finishing the top half, man. I love the Sunderland team. I really do.
Yeah, I don't know much about their coach yet, besides him being like super French. But yeah, the players seem to like him, and it's going to be hard to be Granit Xhaka's teammate and not be intense. So I backed them to do some good things this season. I was just surprised that they lost to Burnley last weekend. I did not see that coming at all. That was a stunner to me. Coach, Leeds 0, Newcastle 0. Newcastle bought the Waltham kid that should be at Bayern right now, because that's German destiny. But, money has changed the world. Did you actually watch the game?
No.
I had it on the background. Let me tell you this much, okay? If you wanted to fall asleep and you had insomnia, put that game on. You get the best sleep of your life.
Like, literally nothing happened. And on we go. Brighton 2, Manchester City 1. Last season, we as a collective talked about how... Actually, you know what? I'm going to claim all the credit for myself. I talked about how Pep is essentially going through his first struggle. Then over the summer, plus what they did in January, struggle became rebuild. And I was not impressed with the resilience him or his team were showing during the struggle period and this rebuild, because everyone talked about how they won a bunch of games to end last season and that they'll be back. You just got to add Rodri like you're adding water to some Cracker Barrel pancake mix. And that's not what we're seeing, guys, because they took the lead in this game with a very good goal, very good combination play between Marmoush and Haaland, who has now scored, I believe, 89 goals in his first 100 appearances in
88.
England, which is just fucking impressive, regardless of what else we say about them. Like, even Sir Alan Shearer didn't do that. He's like 9 goals ahead of Sir Alan, or 9 games or something ahead of Sir Alan. But Fabian Hurtzler, a manager that Pep has never beaten, by the way, guys, made some substitutions. Then James Milner converted a penalty and did a nice tribute to Diogo Jota. And Brian Gruda, at the very end of the game, scores the winner. And I guess I'll ask you, Tosin, were you surprised that the game ended that way?
No. Well, City have been looking very feeble in the midfield lately, and they've been looking like food.
That's a
And
good adjective.
if you look at the way they progress through the middle, it's not that good. I love Tijani Rangers, but there was also times in Milan where he went missing, and he's doing that now. I remember City tweeted out season 1, episode 1. They done canceled the show already, man. 2 weeks in.
He's a man Netflix, not Man City.
No, this game was actually just almost like a carbon copy of last season when Brighton also beat City as well, where Baleba in the second half just beat the ever-living dog shit out of their midfield. It's pretty much the same game. They woke up and City just didn't have an answer for it. And I've been telling a lot of people, Gabby, if you're listening, that Reinders is good when you watch him from afar. And you don't have to, he's probably not playing for your team, and you don't have to deal with the weeks and weeks on end when he's not performing and he's not scoring goals. Like, you kind of have to deal with the rest of that shit. When he's scoring goals, it's all great, fine and dandy, but when he's not, it's almost like
what do you do?
Yeah, you work here? Like,
do you go to this school?
do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Coach, you said something, and I got another fun fact for you and Dean is going to blow your mind. Carlos Baleba's been subbed off in every game since the beginning of the season, by the way. He's been honking this season.
Yeah, they've just been big dogging him, basically saying that you'll take your £5 a week and you'll like it here, basically. That's
African, you be all right.
Yeah,
Django!
That's basically what they're telling him. But yeah, overall though, yeah, Brighton beating City, especially in that manner, is not surprising to me.
It's normal stuff at this point.
I kind of wish we were playing City today, but it is what it is. So.
Guys, I got a fun fact about James Milner, by the way. It's going to blow your mind. James Milner has now scored a Premier League goal against goalkeepers born in the 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, and 2000s.
I got to tell you, bro, my mind is not blown because James Milner is 1,000 years old, nigga. He's supposed to be doing that shit.
Guys, I remember watching him back in his debut season, and his kit was too big for him. Yeah. So
yeah, there was Leeds. Was there Villa after that? I believe
there was Newcastle as well.
Then City, then
Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah, like when he left City, I thought he was done. Then he had another great run at Liverpool. Or was it the other way around?
He literally won a Champions League at Liverpool.
Insane.
And then don't forget the loan at Swindon Town.
No, we're forgetting that. It's fine. All right. Nottingham Forest 0, West Ham 3. This is a shock result of the week for me, guys. I didn't watch this game, but Tosin, you did. What the fuck happened?
Smash and grab, bro.
3 goals, though?
Huh? Yeah.
3 goals?
They scored in the 84th minute, the 87th minute, and the 91st minute. Yeah, it was a real smash and grab. I will say the one goal that I want everybody to go and watch. If you're a young striker, and I mentioned this about Guirassy.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch actual movement and know what exactly what a striker number 9 is supposed to do when they move in the box, go watch Callum Wilson's last goal. What he did to that defender, right? When you're cooking suya, you turn it on the grill. This defender got turned. The guy's ass turned, and it was incredible. As somebody who grew up playing striker, I was like, wow, that is beautiful. He turned him inside out, and the third goal was nice. So Paqueta's celebration was really nice. He touched the badge and did the phone call celebration, put it down. Been saying he wants to stay at West Ham. So yeah.
Yeah. But okay. We're not talking about the gambler today, but I just wanted to. I know I do it all the time, but I've seen Tosin juggle a ball before. Don't do that to us again. Don't do that to us again. We don't want that. You're not a striker. You you work outside the stadium. You sell counterfeit scarves. That's what you do. Coach, your boys, Selhurst Slaughterhouse. Aston Villa went there today and lost 3-0. Apparently all the goals were good. I was too busy to watch. What did you see?
Bro,
No,
it
no,
wasn't even at Selhurst. It was at Villa
it
Park.
was at Villa Park. I was gonna say
What?
yeah.
Somebody take the fucking hosting duties from me, because I did not. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was. Again, I keep saying it, guys. When your forwards are the ones scoring goals, you've got a good attack basically. And Mateta is scoring goals. Sarr again is scoring goals. Gahey scored an absolute thunder bastard.
Poor Liverpool.
But I think, I'm really glad that they're flourishing. They probably will continue to flourish even without Gahey as well, I think. But they've got, like, Glasnow's got something going there. I think one of the underrated and key aspects of them finding success is Munoz is arguably their most important player with the ball. Gone?
He is probably, it's a toss up between him and Timber for the best right-sided defender in this league.
Yeah, I think intensity wise, he's probably the most intense. I'd give him
It's
that.
insane.
Yeah,
Like,
and
he
I'm
plays
not
like he plays like his dad got kidnapped.
basically, yeah. The thing is, I'm not discounting Walton when I say that when he says he's the most important player of the ball. It's just that whenever he receives the ball, it's always in a dangerous area because of the nature of the role that he plays. But he's always making shit happen, basically. And yeah, Walton can feed him the ball. Whoever else can feed, like Hughes and whoever else can feed him the ball, Saki in the ball. But it's him that I feel as if he sets the tempo for them in the final third. He's incredible, man.
I just came up with a theory. I don't know how accurate it is, but would you guys agree with the following statement? When you play a system with wingbacks, the wingbacks are probably the most important players in the team.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
At least tactically speaking.
Yeah, so with especially in modern football, the wingbacks essentially are your creative outlet, basically. That's how you're supposed to attack. You're supposed to create through them because you've essentially given up the midfield battle because you're playing with two in there, and then the guys in your forward line are there to serve other purposes, whether it's ball retention or stretching the play, or whatever. So your creativity is going to come from the guys that are running up and down the pitch, basically, because they're the easy out ball every time. The ball's going to go to them. They're like the second pass in build-up, basically. They'll play a 1-2 and keep bombing on or whatever else. So I think I agree.
I got a couple of things on the add about Crystal Palace. They made some really good signings. Yeremy Pino, they got him in. They just signed JD Calvert from Toulouse, 19-year-old center back. But they also signed somebody who I'm a big personal fan of, and I'm sure Deen knows who he is as well. Chrysanthus Uche is going to Crystal Palace.
Getafe?
Yeah, the
How are
Nigerian.
Getafe going to score? They barely score as it is.
Don't give a fuck. I'm happy now. My South London team, the South London Legends got Chrysanthus Uche, and I love that play a lot. So yeah, apparently they were in like advanced talks to sign him, which I think that's a brilliant signing. I think he's a very talented player. You put him in the 3-5-2 because he's a weird-ish like mid forward. I don't know how to describe his game.
Yeah, you know what? He reminds me of a guy on the other side of the fixture today, Gasson. You know, like a big forward that can actually do a job in midfield or in the wings. You know, just real versatile and big and physical. Love it.
Yeah, and his story is incredible. You know, for him, like, you know, just 2 years ago he was playing amateur football in Nigeria, and now he's in, you know, Crystal Palace, effectively, which is amazing. So shout out to him.
Having been through the neighborhood that Selhurst Park is in, I don't know that he's actually made an upgrade in life here. You know, that area smells like Lagos to me, but you know, I don't live there. We'll let Coach get that one some other day. The final fixture we're talking about here will be Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. We have a long ass pod out about that already. By the time you hear this, that will be out. Please go listen to it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. We need it. Appreciate it. That said, Coach, is there anything you didn't get to say on the pod? Because there were 4 motherfuckers on that shit. A lot of motherfuckers talking. You may have wanted to say something that you did not get to
say. Yeah, actually, yeah. Gravenberch got a yellow in the first half, and it really disappointed me that we didn't make the change at the half straight away and get someone to run at him a bit more. That was really probably the thing that annoyed me most about today. Like he's on a yellow, bro, and we know how stupid these refs are. Get someone running at him, Eze, and see what he does. And even if it doesn't make the foul, guess what? He just has to let him go. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, those of you that will listen to this pod and the Arsenal pod will learn that what he just mentioned is the 18th different thing that annoyed him the most today about Arsenal's performance. So enjoy that. Tosin, you're the neutral observer in this game. You hate both these teams. You probably watched the game, I presume. Takeaways. I don't want to bias your response here.
Liverpool know how to win sweaty. That was a very good free kick. I don't like how late Arsenal made the changes. That kind of pissed me off. I didn't like, and I know, and again, I'm not one of these people who can hate Mikel Arteta, not understand why he does the things that he does. Again, I've told you guys this a million times. He learned from Alex McLeish and he learned from David Moyes. So he has a bastard spirit in him, and that's just how he is. So it made sense when I saw the lineup, but I didn't like the lineup when it first came out, but I understood it. I think that Arsenal are right there, but you guys just keep making the same stupid mistakes, and it's just like, I just want you guys to be better. Like, objectively, this is my who hates Arsenal. I'm trying to be objective. Like, he's like, I just want you guys to just take that next step. And sometimes you
No,
guys
you
just
don't. Stop it. Stop it. Don't patronize us. Thank
Right.
you.
You're
Thank you.
right.
That's not
Fuck
for
you.
me.
By
Play
the
your
way,
fucking role. You're not an Arsenal fan. You don't want good things for us, and we're enjoying Man United right now.
can
by the
I
way,
can I can I can
by
I
the way, quickly, there's some breaking news, by the way.
go on?
Fabrizio just tweeted, "Here we go for Isaac to Liverpool."
I mean, that was always happening. That was always happening. I think.
Yeah, once the Walter Matter thing happens, I figured
Yeah,
that would happen.
it's just to be honest, I expect it to probably be announced yesterday because I don't think Liverpool. I didn't think they wanted to leave it this late because I don't think the medical is going to be done until tomorrow, probably. But yeah, no surprises there at all.
Well, enjoy that very delicate groin of his. Pause. All that.
Yeah, not only just honestly speaking, not only just that. I think, like I said before, this is their Salah succession plan. I don't think Liverpool are going to. They'll play him through the middle at times when required for sure, but I actually think they're going to play him on the left. I really think so. You're not going to spend 80 or 90 million to bench Ekitike. I think Gakpo basically the best version of Liverpool. You have to have um, Salah and Isaac on the pitch at the same time. But who knits that all together? It's Ekitike. So Gakpo's holding bench. But to be honest, it's not a bad bench to have because what? Because then you have Gakpo to come off the bench,
Chiesa.
And Elliott.
Could be better, could be worse. Not so bad.
I mean, we're kind of hoping that his body holds up, and we're also hoping that Salah, hasn't melded in, which I think he has. If it goes to plan, they'll score. That front three will probably score close to like 80 goals between them. But if it doesn't,
Like, listen, man, I just hope somehow they fuck up the Gahey thing. I know they probably won't, but if they fuck that up, I'm going to be real happy. But, all right, folks, I think we've done a good job of breezing through the top 5 leagues in Europe, as we typically do every weekend. Anything else for the people before we get out of here?
Yeah, the standings.
Yeah.
Liverpool 9 points in first. The Dirty Cheats from Southwest London are 7 points. Arsenal on 6 points, but superior goal difference to everybody below them, who have also won 2 and lost 1. So yeah.
All right. Well, Tosin, anything else?
Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Share this with your mom, dad, brother, sister, everybody that you got in your family, your cats, your dog. Share it, please, because we appreciate you guys for supporting us. And we'll continue to make you guys the best content we can. So
we got some real special shit coming up. I promise you. Anyway, for the gang, it's been Deen, Coach, and Tosin. And you know what? Tell the people.
Peace.
Hey folks, this is Deen from the Shirtless Plantain Show. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and follow us on all our socials. You can see them right beneath our recordings in every video. Thanks again, and see you on the next one.